Let's begin in a reclined, supported cobbler's pose. So you can open up your blanket, gather it, and bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Place the middle of the blanket over your feet. You can even tuck your feet in. Take the tails of the blanket around underneath your thighs. Ease down to the back. You can bulk up the blanket under your thighs to provide you with more support. You don't want to feel too much of a stretch on the inner thighs here. Turn the palms to face up in an attitude of openness. This phase of the cycle is all about receiving. As you rest in this pose, receive the breath. Take your hands underneath your thighs, help your knees together, and roll over to one side and sit up. You can remove the blanket, and the next flow will be on all fours. So if you want some padding under your knees, refold that blanket. And then, of course, come to hands and knees for some cats and cows. Spread the fingers wide, and as you inhale, lift the sit bones, drop the belly, chest forward, look up. Exhale, tailbone under, arch your back, chin to chest. So make each movement last as long as each breath. Exhale, return to neutral spine, and then you can take your hands up off the ground. We're going to come to a kneeling position. If you like to keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle, you can turn sideways. We're going to take the left leg out to the side, arms apart. Take 2 breaths here to prepare. On an inhale, you're going to reach the right arm up, left arm lowers down to the leg, reach tall, and exhale, side bend to the right, any amount. On an exhale, as the belly tones, come upright, lower the arms, bring your knee back underneath your hip, pause, full breath in, full breath out. And then take the right leg out to the side and reach the arms apart, wrists at shoulder height. Again, 2 breaths to prepare. And then on that third inhale, left arm up, right arm down, reach tall. Exhale, side bend to the right, any amount. Notice how the breath moves over into the left side of the rib cage. On an exhale, feel the belly toned, come up right. Bring the knee back underneath the hip, pause, take a full breath in, a full breath out. And then you can reorient yourself on the mat, remove the blanket. Place your hands down and take your time coming up into a downward facing dog. You can pedal your heels a little bit, move in any way that feels nice. From down dog, look up between the hands, walk or step to the front of the mat. Forward bend, keep a little bend in the knees, and then inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, stand the rest of the way up. From here, turn sideways on the mat. Separate the feet about 4 to 4.5 feet apart. Turn your right toes open. Bring your hands together at the center of your chest. As you inhale, opening to a warrior 2, palms face the ceiling, arms extend, knee bends. Exhale, straight leg, hands together at the center of the chest. Inhaling, look out over your right middle finger. As you exhale, bring your gaze straight ahead again in line with the sternum. Inhaling to warrior 2, exhaling to the starting position. Make each movement last as long as each breath. Turn the right toes in, pause for a full breath in, full breath out, and then go over to the left. Left toes turn open, inhaling to warrior 2, arms out. Exhale, back to starting position. Turning your head as you move, checking in with the bend of that left knee, making sure the joints are stacked, knee over ankle. After this next exhale, turn those left toes in, pause, take a full breath in, a full breath out. And then heel toe, step or jump the feet back together. Turn to face the short end of your mat. At the front of the mat, inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, fold forward, let your head go. Inhale, long spine, chest forward, look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat and step or jump back to a plank position and all the way to the belly on the exhale. So feel free to get reorganized. Take your arms back by your sides, chin or forehead on the ground. As you exhale, chest, head, and arms lift. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, chest, head, and arms lift any amount, neutral neck. Inhale, resting down. Make each movement last as long as each breath. We're going to keep the feet down for now. Keep the buttocks relaxed. Next time you lift, let's hold that shape, but don't hold the breath. On the next inhale, lower down, and you can make a pillow with your hands. Feel free to rock your hips a little bit from side to side. You can even turn your head to one side. And put the other ear on the ground, feeling the breath movement in the whole body. Now, preparing to push up, slide the hands back alongside the ribs, curl the toes under, maybe use the knees, and on an exhale, pressing up to all fours or plank on your way to downward facing dog. Lengthen the spine in downward facing dog. Exhale, lower your knees to the ground, and then transfer onto your seat. So if the hips or hamstrings are on the tighter side, you may always sit on your folded blanket. Bend the left knee, bring the heel into the groin. You can always put a block underneath that left knee. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, rotate your abdomen over the right leg and fold forward. You can use a strap around the foot if it feels too far. You should be twisting and folding from the belly, not using the arms to muscle into the shape. Inhale to come upright and extend the left leg straight. Pause for a full breath in, a full breath out. And then you can bend the right knee, bring the right heel into the groin, and take the right hip open wider. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to twist and fold over the left leg. To come upright, extend the right leg straight, pause, receive a full breath in, full breath out. And the next pose will be a supported wide-legged forward bend. So if you would like to turn sideways on your mat, you may. Take the feet wide apart. You might want a bolster, a block. You could also use a chair, just depends on your flexibility. So you'll start with a long spine, and as you exhale, fold forward with a long spine. Then you can round and support underneath the head. If possible, turn your palms to face the ceiling. So we're again cultivating that body attitude of receiving, of openness. As you rest in this pose, notice where the breath moves in the torso. Exhale, palms down, and use the arms to press yourself upright. Pause for a full breath in, a full breath out. You can remove the props. Slowly bring the legs back towards one another. You can reorient on the mat, getting ready for corpse pose or Shavasana. Lie down on the back. Extend your legs, let the feet flop open. Arms are a little away from the sides with the palms up. Allow the eyes to softly close. Feel the eyes settle back into their sockets. Be effortless. There's nothing to reach for, nothing to accomplish. Celebrate your efforts with rest. Movement to fingers and toes. Reach arms overhead and stretch. Deep breath in, open the mouth, stick out the tongue and sigh. Bend your knees, roll over to the right, slowly sit up. Bring the palms together at the center of your chest. Honor yourself. Namaste.